lost wages, and the peace of mind you deserve. At my law firm, we'll make sure you're treated fairly. Call me, Chris Hudson, from here for you.
Thanks for watching News 12 on your side.
Thanks for watching News 12 on your side.
When you visit or work with Parker's Kitchen, your support makes a difference. You've helped us rank as Best Workplace in America. None of this happens without you.
Thank you.
Live from Augusta, you're watching News 12, first at 4.
Happening now, first at 4, we have some cold temperatures to start your day tomorrow. We're also expecting strong winds, and there's a fire danger concern too. We're going to send things over to your first alert meteorologist, Emily Acton. Emily, this isn't a good combination.
Yeah, we honestly have a lot to talk about in the forecast over the next couple of days. Low humidity, breezy conditions could lead to some fire danger for your Thursday. Friday, very cold mornings. We're going to see lows near 20, could feel like the teens. And big story here, first alert Sunday. We have that potential for some rain-snow mixture, and we'll get into all the details of what you can expect with that coming up a little bit later. But as of right now, just know we do have that first alert on Sunday. We're keeping track of it. Overnight tonight, right around that 32-degree mark, so right at freezing. It's a little bit cooler than where we should be this time of year, but still pretty seasonal for us. And we'll have a small chance of a few showers in the overnight hours. You can see some still picking up just north of Atlanta. Again, we'll have a few of those hit or miss showers this evening. I'll have a look, though, at that first alert, and we'll talk more about those chances Sunday coming up.
Thanks, Emily. Developing right now, if you're a Verizon customer, you may be experiencing an outage. This is a post made by Verizon on X saying they're aware of the wireless voice and data services. They say their engineers are working to identify and solve the issue quickly. We'll let you know when it's working again. Tomorrow you have a chance to weigh in on possible changes to Richmond County schools. It's something we first told you about last month. Some plans include closing Barton Chapel Elementary at the end of the school year to consolidate with Glen Hills Elementary School. A new Barton Chapel will be expected to open in the fall of 2028. Another proposal is to close Jenkins White Elementary School beginning in the 2026-27 school year, and to close Josie High School and Murphy Middle School to create a college and career academy that would open in 2028. This afternoon, we're hearing from alumni of Josie High as they work to preserve the name of the school. The school has a history going back to 1963 when a group of neighbors decided to name it after the late Dr. Thomas Walter Josie. That's according to the school's website. The new school opened in 1964, serving as a school for African-American students during the final years of segregation in the county. Some notable grads include Augusta Richmond County's first black sheriff and marshal, 5 NFL players, and 2 Emmy Award-winning filmmakers, and more. The school has been known for its class of 1994 feeding the community event for Thanksgiving. Coming up tonight on News 12 Live at 5, your Ashley Jones spoke with alumni about the possible changes. This meeting will be at 6 o'clock tomorrow night at the Josie High School. There will be 2 other meetings on January 26th at 6 o'clock at Barton Chapel Elementary School, and another on January 27th at noon at the District Central Office. The school board is expected to vote on a finalized plan February 10th. Tonight, Josie's high school band will be performing at the AU and USCA Painted Blue basketball games. Women are expected to tip off at 5:30 with men playing at 7:30. All fans attending the game are encouraged to wear blue and will receive a blue vintage Augustus Rally towel. This will be at the Kristen Berry Fieldhouse. In Aiken County, the school district is asking for your input on the future of school projects and educational priorities. There's an online survey for you to fill out, including what the district does well and the most critical issues it faces. That survey can be found online on wrdw.com. These meetings will be tomorrow at the Belvedere Elementary School from 6:30 until 8. You can also go to 2 others on January 22nd at Aiken High School from 5 to 6:30 and Redcliffe Elementary School at 5:30. We're on your side with a safety alert this afternoon. New within the last few hours, we're learning more than 950 people were at the South Carolina State Museum when one person infected with measles was visiting. It happened January 2nd between 1 and 5 o'clock. It comes as the state reported 124 new cases. Data from the South Carolina Department of Public Health shows the number of kids vaccinated for the measles has decreased from 2021 to 2025. Despite vaccination rates, it's still possible for a person who is fully vaccinated vaccinated to still get measles. 6 people have gotten measles during this current outbreak in the upstate. South Carolina health experts say they've started to test for measles in wastewater back in November.
Tell us how many cases there might be when there's a positive signal. It doesn't tell us if that's somebody that's just passing through the area. And so the information that it gives us, unless there is a sustained positive signal, is somewhat limited, but it is an early and additional very beneficial surveillance system that can give us a picture of where measles may be being circulated.
In Georgia, the Department of Health says they're testing for measles at wastewater treatment facilities in Fulton and in Muskogee counties. As cases of measles spread in Spartanburg County, one man is pushing for more kids to get vaccinated for measles. Tim Smith spoke at the school board meeting saying his wife, who's a teacher's assistant, came close to dying after he claimed his wife was exposed from a child. Smith says his wife is vaccinated for measles and still got it.
We sat there for the next 2 days watching her get sicker and sicker. She couldn't breathe. All for what? It's absolutely insane.
Senator Josh Kimbrell sending a letter to the district about vaccine exemptions. Coming up in the next half hour, we'll hear from him. As flu cases go on the rise on both sides of the river, the Richmond County Health Department is hosting a drive-through flu vaccine clinic. You'll need to bring your driver's license or state ID and health insurance card. This will be from 9 to 11 and 1 to 3 on North Leg Road in Augusta. New updates today on the ongoing Old Vaucluse Road Bridge project on I-20 in Aiken County. This is a look at drone video taken from our Sky 12 drone of the project last week. The South Carolina Department of Transportation says work is expected to wrap up by early summer. The bridge collapsed last June after a car crashed into a gasoline tanker that burst into flames under the bridge. Tomorrow, Columbia County leaders are addressing 2 proposed data centers that have caused some opposition from neighbors. If approved, the Bird Farms Data Center and Pumpkin Center Data Center would be built a few miles apart. The Bird Farms Data Center would take up 944 acres of land on Lonergan Olm Road and Nature's Way. The other site would go along Appling Harlem Highway and would employ about 200 to 300 people. Planning Commission documents show the sites are recommended for approval with conditions by county staff, but will receive official recommendations tomorrow. This afternoon, another suspect is behind bars in connection to a deadly shooting in Aiken County. Deputies say 22-year-old Antavis Pickens is facing multiple charges, including murder and the death of 20-year-old Jatavius Harris. Harris was shot and killed in July of 2023 on Old 96 Indian Trail in Batesburg-Leesville. Authorities say Jaquan Bowers was also arrested. Investigators say 27-year-old Omarius Todman and 24-year-old Daniel Harris will be charged with murder and more. They're currently at the Lexington County Detention Center and will be brought to Aiken. White House officials, including Vice President J.D. Tomorrow, Governor Brian Kemp will deliver his final State of the State address. He's set to speak at the state capitol tomorrow morning at 11. Governor Kemp was sworn in as governor 7 years ago today. He was elected for a second term in November of 2022. Well, Georgia could... A new team joins the South Carolina Law Enforcement Division. K9 Timber works alongside Special Agent Corey Jager. The duo serve as the agency's first human remains detection team. K9 Timber is a recent graduate of SLED's K9 Academy and is certified through the North American Police Work Dog Association. All right, welcome to the team, K9 Timber. Coming up, warnings being sent to federal student loan borrowers who have defaulted on payments. What to do if you get one of these notices.
And we have a First Alert Sunday. There's a lot of uncertainty right now, but we're going to have a breakdown of your forecast and what we can expect this weekend coming up.
Time and Temp, sponsored by Riverside Heating and Air. For comfort you can count on, call Riverside Heating and Air. Scan this QR code to discover more, including special savings. Stay comfortable inside with Riverside Heating and Air.
Turn your porch or...
Everybody knows that.
Now, your First Alert weather with meteorologist Emily Acton.
We have a first alert for Sunday. We're tracking that chance for a rain-snow mix. And it's only a chance as of right now, so make sure that you are staying up to date on the forecast. That's going to be the best thing to do because it will change from what we're seeing right now until Sunday. So temperatures will be near freezing. not a slam dunk. We're not seeing temperatures in the 20s and precip. It's going to be right on that fine line of that freezing temperature. So again, expect changes. We'll have a little bit better of an idea of the forecast when we get into Friday and even Saturday. Right now, conditions are overcast. We're still seeing a few showers off to our north and west. That's going to be moving into our area. Very light showers. Again, hit or miss for most of us. And looking at the wind chill here over the next couple of days, here's tomorrow morning. We're going to feel like the 20s, low 20s in a good portion of our area. By the afternoon, only feeling like the mid and maybe upper 30s in some lucky spots. So we can expect to have a very cold Thursday, a very cold Friday as well. We'll have those feels like temperatures in the teens for a good portion of the CSRA. And as we go throughout the afternoon, feeling a little bit better than what we will see tomorrow. But again, this is what we're looking at big picture wise. Nice and dry throughout the day tomorrow. Really plenty of sunshine for us, just not helping us warm up much. Here's Friday. We can expect to still see sunny sky conditions, and then Saturday, a few light showers. Once we get into Sunday, this is what we're kind of dealing with right now, but I'm going to have a more detailed and closer up look at these rain chances as we are coming up later on in the show.
Thanks for that, Emily. A special tribute later this week for the late Greg Biffle and his family. The former NASCAR driver will be remembered in an event called Burnout for Biff. It's the idea of YouTube star Cletus McFarland, whose real name is Garrett Mitchell. Friday afternoon, he'll do a burnout in Biffle's honor at the North Carolina Auto Racing Walk Hall of Fame. Biffle and Mitchell were friends. Biffle and his family were flying to Florida to visit Mitchell last month when their plane crashed. Well, if you borrowed money from the Department of Education, these notices went out for that chill. Coming up, it's a heartwarming reunion you won't want to miss. How a dog was reunited with its owner 5 years after disappearing, traveling 1,000 miles back home.
And we have a first alert on Sunday. I'll have more details on what we can expect for your precip, and I'll have a look at the temperatures for the next 7 days coming up.
First Alert Radar, powered by Jim Hudson Automotive Group.
We was riding down the highway, the logging truck turned, the logs came through, hit me in the head, and hit my daughter-in-law in the face. I had saw Austin's commercial on TV. I looked his number up on the internet, and he got right back to me. He treats you like family. He makes sure that you know what's going on from the beginning to the end. He sticks by you. You could just focus on your health and getting better. He is an awesome lawyer and a wonderful friend.
Would you buy a life insurance
Story to tell.
Here's a look at the next 7 days. A cold start to your morning tomorrow, right at that freezing mark, but going to feel several degrees cooler than that, only warming up to 43 tomorrow afternoon. And it's going to be a little bit breezy as well, so we do have an elevated fire risk potentially. Again, waiting on the National Weather Service to put that out for your Thursday. And we have a first alert. That's going to be really the big story here over the next couple of days, but pay very close attention to this model here. This is the European model. Has us staying well above freezing as we go throughout the day, just by a few degrees. So again, this is going to be a very tricky forecast for us here. We're seeing snowfall, but a little bit above freezing for us here in Augusta. Looks like it might be a little bit of a snow rain mix. But again, this is one model. Other models are showing a lot more rainfall and a little bit of those cooler temperatures right around that freezing mark. So we have your morning low right at freezing 32 for the afternoon, warming up into the 40s though. So any snow that does fall or potentially could fall is not going to last very long because we'll be well above freezing for your afternoon. And plenty of sunshine really in the forecast just Sunday. We're expecting to see a little bit more cloud cover. Zane, I'll have another look at this first alert coming up.
Thanks, Emily. It's a story proving miracles can happen. 5 years after a Chihuahua disappeared in Texas, she's back home. And it's all thanks to a microchip. Alyssa Kelly shares the heartwarming reunion.
There you go, babe. Where you go?
Yeah, that's my pop, bro. Come on, get up out this chair, brother.
It was a meetup, nothing short of heartwarming.
Get another one, brother.
71-year-old Calvin Cooper flew into Atlanta from Toledo to meet his son he never knew he had.
What you doing, man? Man.
33-year-old Tim Holloway, who lives in Atlanta, entered his DNA information into the Ancestry.com database. Cooper also entered his information at a different time, and the two were a match for father and son, which they later got confirmed.
Because at this time, I had put my name in there December 5th, on his birthday. Imagine that, a whole grown man, 33 years, that I've brought into this world and not even known anything about it.
Holloway says the moment is indescribable.
Now, the more I learn him over these last 2 weeks, it's like I'm seeing more and more of my DNA and the characteristics and the personality.
Holloway, who spent time in the foster care system, recently found his birth mom, but had been looking for his dad ever since.
You searching for something you don't think you're gonna find, so you just kind of shooting in the dark, and then one day it kind of come, and then it's right before Christmas. I was like, I don't need nothing else for Christmas.
I'm 72. I'm grateful to see this day. It could very well be my last, and one day it will. So I'm just enjoying the moment right now.
The two men have a message for all those looking for long-lost loved ones.
Don't give up. It can happen for you at any day.
And we love to see it. Apologies there. That was not the story about a reunion with a lost dog, but a reunion with a dad and his son through ancestry testing. So anyways, we love to see it. Hopefully we can get that story for you at some point too. Emily.
Well, looking at your forecast for tomorrow, we're expecting to see breezy conditions and very low humidity. So we're potentially having that fire risk as we go throughout our Thursday. I'll have another look at your forecast coming up.
This isn't our Getting glasses soon?
Prices rising? Tough.
You know, at Stanton, you can get 2 glasses and an eye exam for just $79.
Don't believe you.
Let me show you.
Okay, let's go. Got the exam, chose the frames, and glasses are ready in 30 minutes. Stanton Optical rules.
Make sure you have the heavy winter jacket as you step outside tomorrow morning. We're going to be right at freezing, but feeling even colder than that with the wind chill there. And for the afternoon, not feeling much better, right around that 43-degree mark. So a very cold Thursday in store. Good news is, though, we will see sunny sky conditions, but like I said, breezy as we go throughout the day. Wind gusts could get up to 30 miles per hour at times, so we are expecting a little bit of that elevated fire risk to get put out tomorrow morning by the National Weather Service because it will be breezy conditions, very low humidity. So if you do have any planned burns, make sure that it's not for tomorrow. And we have a first alert on Sunday. We're tracking that potential of some rain-snow mix. I'll have another update on what we can expect coming up. Stick with us.
If you start to notice the signs of a settling foundation, don't wait. Don't risk damage to expensive renovations and new floors. Those can wait. Your foundation can't. Call Ramjack Foundation Repair for an on-site evaluation. If we discover unhealthy settlement, we'll engineer an affordable solution to stop damaging settlement permanently. A healthy foundation is a healthy home. Rely on the experts. Rely on Ramjack Foundation Repair.
You're watching News 12, first at 4. Continues.
Happening out first at 4, we have some cold temperatures to start your day tomorrow, so keep the jackets closed. Tomorrow we're also expecting some strong winds, and there's also a potential for a fire danger. As we send things over to your first alert meteorologist, Emily Acton. Emily, there's a lot going on right now.
Yeah, we have so many things to talk about, but the main 3 will be the fire risk tomorrow. We're also going to see a very cold start to your Friday, and we have a first alert Sunday for possible rain-snow mixture for the first half of the day. But looking at what we're dealing with this evening, we're seeing that cloud cover continue across the CSRA. We're sitting in those upper 40s still at 7 and 9 p.m. Still those upper 40s for the late overnight hours. We'll dip into the 30s though overnight. Tomorrow it's going to be a very breezy day all throughout the day. So again, morning lows will be in the 30s. We're going to feel like the 20s with how those breezy conditions are, and we're seeing low humidity levels as well. So not a good day to burn anything outside. Make sure you are staying weather aware in that sense. Low humidity, breezy conditions, and very dry ground conditions, just not a good combination to burn anything. But this is one of 3 weather topics that we have to talk about. So I'll have a look at that first alert a little bit more detailed coming up.
Thanks, Emily. Tomorrow you have a chance to weigh in on proposed changes to Richmond County schools. It's something we first told you about last month. Thanks for watching News 12 First at 4, now streaming live on WRDW+. I'm Zayna Halliburton. Some plans of those include closing Barton Chapel Elementary School at the end of the school year to consolidate with Glen Hills Elementary. A new Barton Chapel is expected to open in the fall of 2028. Another proposal is to close Jenkins White Elementary beginning in the 2026-27 school year, and to close Josie High and Murphy Middle Schools to create a college and career academy that would open in 2028. This afternoon, we're hearing from alumni of Josie High School as they work to preserve the name of the school. The school has a history going back to 1963 when a group of neighbors decided to name it after the late Dr. Thomas Walter Josie. That's according to the school's website. The new school opened in 1964, serving as a school for African American students during the final years of segregation in the county. Some notable grads include Augusta Richmond County's first black sheriff and marshal, 5 NFL players, and 2 Emmy Award-winning filmmakers, and more. The school has been known for its class of 1994 feeding the community during Thanksgiving. Coming up tonight on News 12 Live at 5, your Ashley Jones spoke with alumni about the proposed changes. This meeting will be at 6 o'clock tomorrow night at the Josie High School. There will be 2 other meetings, one on January 26th at 6 o'clock at Barton Chapel Elementary, and another on January 27th at noon at the District Central Office. The school board's expected to vote on a finalized plan February 10th. Tonight, Josie's High School Band will be performing at the AU and USCA Paint It Blue basketball games. Women are expected to tip off at 5:30, with men playing at 7:30. All fans attending the game are encouraged to wear blue and will receive a blue vintage Augustus Rally towel. This will be at the Christian Berry Fieldhouse. We're on your side with the safety alert. New within the last few hours, we're learning more than 950 people were at the South Carolina State Museum when one person infected with measles was visiting. It happened January 2nd between 1 and 5 o'clock. It comes as the state reported 124 new cases. Data from the South Carolina Department of Public Health shows the number of kids vaccinated for measles has decreased from 2021 to 2025. Despite vaccination rates, it's still possible for a person who is fully vaccinated to still get measles. 6 people have gotten measles during this current outbreak in the upstate. Health experts are warning about some severe symptoms of measles beyond the typical cough and fever.
Pneumonia, encephalitis or inflammation of the brain as a result of the virus, and febrile associated seizures. The measles virus can affect the immune system in a way that makes it more likely to get other infectious diseases.
South Carolina health experts say they have started to test for measles in wastewater back in November. In Georgia, the Department of Health says they're testing for measles at wastewater treatment facilities in Fulton and in Muskogee counties. As cases of measles spread in Spartanburg County, one man is pushing for more kids to get vaccinated for measles. Tim Smith spoke at the school board meeting saying his wife, who's a teacher's assistant, came close to dying after he claims his wife was exposed from a child. Smith says his wife is vaccinated for measles and still got it. Senator Josh Kimbrell sending a letter to the district about vaccine exemptions, saying leaders need to take a harder look at them.
We're going to have to visit what religious exemptions are. I mean, in Spartanburg County, we're at a crisis now.
Coming up tonight on News 12 Live at 5, we'll hear from Smith as he pushes for kids to get vaccinated. We have a traffic alert for you. If you drive on Wrightsboro Road between Damascus Road and Highland Avenue, you may need to take another route the next couple of weeks. This is because of work at the patch. This is drone video taken from our Sky 12 drone of the work there. Lanes will be closed for about a mile for 2 weeks. Construction crews say they're installing underground pipe casings that will serve the golf course when it reopens in April. And this is a look at the map where the work is. You're recommended to take a detour on Magnolia Drive if you live in the area, and Central Avenue just behind Daniel Village. As a reminder, if your kids go to Aquinas High School, you'll need to give yourself just some extra time. New today, former South Carolina state lawmaker R.J. May is facing 17 and a half years in federal prison for child sex. This afternoon, a Columbia County man is behind bars charged with aggravated child molestation. Deputies say 18-year-old Urban Alford was arrested in connection to a sexual assault in 2019. Reports say the father told deputies the victim was 8 when Alford was 12. Authorities say it happened multiple times between 2019 and 2021. Happening now, lawmakers are continuing efforts of making stricter abortion laws in the South Carolina House with 2 new proposed bills. Those bills include one that would make abortion-inducing drugs a criminal offense, but it does not include contraceptives or a drug to treat a pregnancy where the fetus develops outside the uterus. The second bill would define a person in state law as any unborn child in any stage of development. Coming up tonight on News 12 Live at 5, your State House reporter Stephen Biddick spoke with lawmakers about these bills. President Trump issued identity theft is growing, and some states are more vulnerable than others. Next, which ones top the list and the simple steps you can take to protect your personal information.
And we have a first alert Sunday. We're tracking that potential for a rain-snow mixture. I'll have a look at the timing and what we can expect coming up.
Are you one of the millions of Americans who suffer from an upset stomach after a big meal? Try Pepto-Bismol. Unlike some products, Pepto coats and soothes your digestive system to provide fast 5-symptom relief. Stock up on Pepto today.
Just stress sweating through my third set of scrubs. Totally normal, very healthy. I'm sure it's not a sign of emotional unraveling.
You need new Secret Clinical Antiperspirant, STAT. Secret gives 3 times more stress sweat protection.
Thanks. Got a bunch.
Secret, stay fresher under pressure.
When you have more time being a person than a patient, it means more firsts, relationships, and connections. At WellStar, our network of over 7,000 doctors and nurses design care around your unique needs, so you can enjoy more of what you love. Because one destination for care means more time with the ones you care about most. WellStar, more than healthcare, people care.
My name is Dr. Randy Eisel.
Now, your first alert weather with meteorologist Emily Acton.
We have a first alert for Sunday. We're tracking that potential for some snow-rain mix. And again, it is potential for us. And those temperatures are going to be near freezing Sunday. So it's something, again, we're going to continue to watch very closely as right around 32. I mean, it can make a difference if it goes 1 degree one way or the other. So again, something we're going to continue to keep an eye on. So stay up to date on the forecast and expect changes. We'll have a better view of what we can expect Sunday for come Friday, and then even more on Saturday. But looking at rain chances this evening, we're going to see a few light showers potentially moving into the CSRA later on in the evening, around sunset or even after sunset for us. We can expect to see a few of those hit or miss showers. So once that moves through, things are looking nice and dry as we go throughout your Thursday. Plenty of sunshine. We're going to see plenty of sunshine again for your Friday. Much cooler air, though, over the next 2 days. And then once we get into Saturday, a few light showers possible, but Sunday, that's what we're keeping our eye on. We can expect to see, again, that potential for some rain-snow mix. And this is one model. Another model definitely shows a little bit of a better chance for that rain-snow mix, but like I said, it's going to be something we're going to have to keep a very close eye on over the next couple of days, so no need to panic right now. And what we're going to be dealing with this system specifically, a lot of cold air up higher up in the atmosphere, but on the surface, we're going to be right at that freezing level, and the ground's going to be even warmer than that most likely. So it's going to go through some warmer air, and that's why we're saying that rain-snow mix. So again, it's not going to be a total whiteout or anything like that. We're going to see, again, that warmer air. That's going to play a big factor into what we'll see. I'll have a look, though, at those temperatures and a look at those rain chances again for this weekend coming up.
Breaking news just into the newsroom. A new possible data center could come to McDuffie County. This is a look at where the Board of Commissioners say the project called Project Azalea would be on Randall Hunt Road in Deering. This project would include up to 6 data center buildings. Commissioners say once Central Savannah River Regional Commission confirms the request, they'll need about 30 days to review its findings. They'll then submit the findings to the county. There will be a Planning Commission hearing for this possible project on March 3rd at 6:30 at the Government Center in Thompson. Again, this not confirmed just yet. It's just a possibility. Data breaches, hacks, and everyday scams keep identity theft and fraud around. Data breaches, hacks, and everyday scams keep identity theft and fraud around as a constant threat. And a new Wallet Hub analysis ranks which states are most vulnerable based on complaints, losses, and how strong state-level protections are. In this Watching Your Wallet consumer investigator, Carice Jackman breaks down the results and simple steps to help protect your personal information.
From shopping and banking to healthcare and social media, more of our personal data lives online, and that means more ways for scammers to try to get it.
It's grown because technology has grown, and unfortunately users' awareness or maybe safeguards are not keeping up with that.
Chip Lupo is a writer and analyst with Wallet Hub, who helped compile a list of states most vulnerable to identity theft and fraud. Their study found Florida topping the list, followed by California, Georgia, New Jersey, and DC.
Either there's a lot of incidents or a lot of money lost because of identity theft.
Those least vulnerable, Maine, West Virginia, Connecticut, Montana, and Vermont.
It seems like the residents are aware and they're taking the precautions needed.
No matter where you live, experts say a few habits can lower your risk. Use long, unique passwords and turn on two-factor authentication, especially for your main email accounts. Set up account alerts so you're notified about logins, password changes, or updates to your contact information. And keep a close eye on your bank account and credit accounts so you can catch problems early.
As soon as you notice something suspicious, you contact your financial institution and law enforcement. And if you see anything suspicious on your credit report, contact the credit bureau immediately too, so they can work on making sure maybe they can freeze your account and make sure there's no further fraudulent activity on it.
With this Watching Your Wallet, I'm Carice Jackman.
Experts also say managing your financial accounts online and keeping your email, phone number, and address up to date can make it harder for thieves to hijack your accounts, and setting up alerts for changes to your contact info or suspicious activity can help you catch fraud fast. Emily?
Well, we have lots to talk about weather-wise. Fire danger potentially tomorrow, very cold Friday, and First Alert Sunday. I'll have a final look at your forecast coming up.
Make 2026 your year and make your home feel brand new. It's the Rooms to Go New Year's sale. Go for stylish new pieces, beautiful new rooms, and say hello to something new for you. You want it? You got it. And at these prices, you got this too. Online or in store, start fresh. Start now. There's never been a better time to see what's possible. It's the Rooms to Go New Year's sale going on now.
The secret is out. With millions of younger-looking customers across the country, Plexiderm is one of the most sought-after anti-aging products available today. Influencers love it, and people just can't get enough of it. As a matter of fact, Plexiderm was Elle Magazine's editor's choice for Best Instant Wrinkle Filler, as well as E's editor's pick as one of the best alternatives to injections. Plexiderm reduces the appearance of fine lines, wrinkles, and those dreaded under-eye bags in as little as 10 minutes. So yes, you can look years younger in minutes, and the effects will last for hours. No surgery, no gimmicks, just results.
Look at this one under eye bag. It's gone. I've tried it all, and then I found Plexiderm, and this happened.
The best news, you can try Plexiderm this new year for only $14.95 and free shipping. Just call the number on your screen, scan the QR code, or visit plexidermtrial.com.
Meet Jan. She's enjoying a beautiful...
Here's a look at the next 7 days. Remember, a very cold start to our morning tomorrow, right at freezing, but we're going to feel like the low 20s. So make sure that you bundle up as you step out the door. And for our afternoon, really not feeling much better. Low 40s for us, still going to feel like the 30s in most spots. Plenty of sunshine though, so we definitely have one good thing going for us for your Thursday. Friday, very cold start to your morning, 19 for the morning low, but all eyes are on Sunday. We're tracking that potential for a rain-snow mixture, and it's going to be something that we're going to have to continue to keep a close eye on, because as you're looking right here, 39 degrees this model is showing, but a little bit more south, maybe a few degrees cooler than that. So that's why it's picking up on that rain-snow mix. So it's going to be something, again, it's going to be a very fine line, and we'll have a little bit better details as we go throughout the next couple of days. But things are drying out for the start of the week next week. So again, a pretty decent forecast for us here, just very cold, but it's January. We can expect to see those temperatures right around 50 for your Friday, and then we'll see those 40s again for your Sunday afternoon. And we'll keep those 40s going for the start of next week.
Okay, thanks for that, Emily. 2025 was the Earth's third hottest. 2025 was the Earth's third hottest year on record. A new report looks closer into warming temperatures and what it could mean in the years ahead. Tina Krause has a story from London.
When it comes to global temperatures, the thermometer just keeps climbing. And climate scientists say record-breaking heat is the new normal.
2025 was the third warmest year on record after 2024 and 2023. We've seen exceptional heat both in air, land and ocean temperatures.
The European Climate Service, Copernicus, has released new data showing warming temperatures are pushing the planet closer to breaking international climate targets. Experts say last year was far hotter than even a decade ago, despite natural cooling from La Nina, and insist the overwhelming culprit is clear: the burning of coal, oil, and natural gas.
Our atmosphere acts like a thermal blanket. When we add additional aerosols, such as carbon dioxide and methane, that acts to thicken that blanket, which then increases the insulation and our planet gets warmer.
And researchers say that trapped heat is driving extreme weather, and at least in part, fueled the intensity of last year's Los Angeles fires and the destructive force of Hurricane Melissa.
We do know that the best tool available is to reduce emissions, and the sooner we reduce emission, the more we can mitigate the risk.
Giving the planet a fighting chance to beat the heat. Tina Krause, CBS News, London.
Researchers actually found Europe is the fastest warming continent, with temperatures rising at roughly twice the global average since the 1980s. We're back after this break. Thanks for watching News 12 on your side.
When it's time for a new...
We have a very cold Thursday in store for us. Wake up temperatures will be in the 30s, but we're going to feel like the 20s. We're going to have breezy conditions throughout the day. So for your afternoon, plenty of sunshine, warming up into the 40s, but still going to feel like the upper 30s. So again, bundle up, and you're going to need to keep all of those layers on throughout the greater part of the day tomorrow. Once we get into our late afternoon, again, we can still expect to see those temperatures only feeling like the upper 30s. We're seeing a few showers off to our north and west right now, and that's going to be moving into the CSRA around 7 or 8 p.m. A few light isolated showers. So most of us will remain dry the rest of the evening, but there is going to be that chance again for a hit or miss shower. Tomorrow, what's really going to play a big factor in the feels-like temperature is how breezy it's going to be. We can expect to see wind gusts up to 30 miles per hour in the afternoon. We're also seeing low humidity levels, so an elevated fire risk is likely for your Thursday. But we do have that first alert on Sunday. We're tracking that potential for some rain-snow mix. High temperature Sunday right at 43, so we've got a couple of cold days in store, feeling like January. Hey, stick with us. Live at 5 is up next.
The News 1226 First Alert Radar Net.
With up to 10 times the resolution of other local radars and technology that can pinpoint right down to your street.
First just got faster.
I've been coming to